So let us see this table 5.2. So here some materials for which chi is negative. For some materials chi is small and positive. So aluminium, it is positive, calcium positive, chromium positive, lithium positive, magnesium, niobium, oxygen, platinum and tungsten. For all these things it is positive, that means these substances are paramagnetic substances. Now if we see chi is negative, like bismuth, copper, diamond, gold, lead, mercury, nitrogen, silver and silicon. For all of them chi is negative. So what is the meaning of chi negative? So if we put this paramagnetic material, suppose we put paramagnetic material, so there is some internal magnetic field which is B0 or B0. So this will be increased by introducing this material. This magnetic field will be increased. Suppose this was, let us say 100 Gauss. So by introducing these material it will be increased, let us say 110 Gauss or 120 Gauss. So these materials will increase the magnetic field intensity. But for diamagnetic material, what will happen? This is the total magnetic field. So internal magnetic field is, let us say, B0, and if we introduce these materials, since chi is negative, so total magnetic field will be decreased. Suppose previously it was 100 Gauss, now the new magnetic field will be decreased, maybe 80 Gauss or 90 Gauss. So this time decrease. Again you can see this number is very small, 10 to power minus 5 to 10 to power minus 9. So this is very small. Here too this number is very small, 10 to power minus 4 to 10 to power minus 6. Again both are small. We will see some of the material for which this chi is very large. Those materials are called ferromagnetic material. Those materials are called ferromagnetic material that we will see later. But for paramagnetic, small and positive, diamagnetic, small and negative. Now let us do this example 5.10. A solenoid has a core of material with relative permeability 400. See here, it is 400. Here it is only 10 to power minus 5. Definitely far greater than this. Permeability is this 400 relative permeability. We will calculate chi for this and then we will see. So this is 400. The windings of the solenoid are insulated from the core and carry a current 2 ampere. So current is 2 ampere. If the number of turns 1000 per meter, so this is given N, number of turns per unit length. So this is N. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate H, we have to calculate M, and we have to calculate B and magnetizing current Im. So this we have to calculate. Now let us solve this problem. The magnetic field H is dependent on the material of the core, hence H is equal to N into I. That means what is the field intensity? Field intensity is simply 1000 into 2 ampere, that means 2 into 10 to power 3 ampere per meter. But how do they get this formula? H is equal to Ni. So let us see. For a solenoid we know B is equal to, or B naught is equal to mu naught Ni. And what was H? H was simply B naught upon mu naught. So what is I? Just H is equal to Ni. So H is equal to Ni, that means number of turns per unit length 1000 into current 2 ampere. So when we multiply, what we get? 2 into 10 to power 3 ampere per meter. So this is field intensity. This is field intensity. Now let us see what is the magnetic field. So we have calculated field intensity. Let us see magnetic field. Now we know what is magnetic field. Magnetic field is mu r, mu naught into H. So what is mu r given to us? r is given to us 400. So let us put the value of this. What is mu naught? Mu naught, you know, 4 pi into 10 to power minus 7, and this h we have calculated 2 into 10 to power 3. So when we calculate all these things, so what we get? A magnetic field of 1 Tesla. Suppose this 400 was not there, so very less magnetic field. Without this magnetic material, very less magnetic field. Now magnetization. Magnetization M is equal to simply B minus mu naught H upon mu naught. So how do we get this formula? So we know this magnetic field is equal to B0 plus Bm. So this was the field, and this B naught is equal to again mu naught H, because H is equal to B naught upon mu naught, and this one was mu naught M. So this was formula. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate M. So M is equal to, let us take this side, so B minus mu naught H upon mu naught. So that is equal to M. Now let us put the value. B is mu r mu naught H, mu r mu naught H minus mu naught H upon mu naught. So this is the formula. So now let us simplify this formula. So again mu r minus 1, H is common, mu naught is cancelled out. Mu naught is taken common and cancelled out, and mu r minus 1 H is common. That means if we remove just 1 from mu r, we get 399 H. 399 H, and when we put this value, what we get? The value of magnetization 8 into 10 to the power 5 ampere per meter. So again this is very high value. Now last thing is the magnetizing current is the additional current that needs to be passed through the windings of solenoid in absence of the core, which would give a B value in the presence of the core. So what they are trying to say, suppose if we don't put this additional material, so then how much current we have to supply to get the same magnetic field? If inside there is no material, then how much current is needed to produce field of 1 Tesla? Again from same formula, we have B is equal to mu r N naught I plus Im. I is already there current there, but this is additional current. So we need to calculate this additional current if we don't put the material. So initial I is 2 ampere, magnetic field we want 1 Tesla. When we calculate this additional current, what is this additional current? Additional current comes out to be 794 ampere. So instead of only 2 ampere, we have to supply 796. This is additional plus 2 ampere. That means we have to supply 796 ampere current, which is a very large current. So that's why now we can see that introducing some kind of magnetic material reduce the current significantly or increase the magnetization significantly. Only one thing you have to notice, that this formula written here is not correct. This formula written here is not correct. The correct formula is B naught, or B is equal to, let me remove this naught. So we need total 1 Tesla magnetic field, but this material is not introduced. So what we have to put? Mu naught and N and current. Now we need new current. This new current is old current plus additional current. So this is the new formula. So when you put all these values, so this is 1 Tesla, this is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7, and this N is 1000. So when you put all these value, I plus Im will be 796 ampere, and I, you know, it's already 2 ampere. So when you take 2 this side, so what you get? Im is equal to 794 ampere. So if you don't put any magnetic material inside the solenoid, then you have to pass a current which is very large, that means around 800 ampere. Also from this formula, mu is equal to mu naught or mu r into mu naught. It is equal to mu naught 1 plus chi. Okay. So here we have given this mu r is equal to 400. Mu r is equal to 400. So if we compare this, so mu r is equal to 1 plus chi, both are equal. So here we have given mu r is equal to 400, mu r is equal to 1 plus chi. So 400 is equal to 1 plus chi and chi is equal to 399. Again you see the value of chi here is very high, but in these material value of chi is very less, 10 to power minus 5 or 10 to power minus 6. So in magnetic materials like iron, the value of chi is very high. So these materials are ferromagnetic materials.